Los Angeles off the tip. Now here's Rondo. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. And it's Rondo in at point.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Now here's Davis. Can't hit from in close.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
With the teardrop and the layup good by Hunter.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Rondo looking around. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Rondo's got his second bucket. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Knocks it loose. 6 to shoot. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Damian Jones is checked in for Alex Len. Jabari Parker comes in for Collins. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Hunter. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Huerter. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Danny Green. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jabari Parker.
And Cousins lives at the line. Just applies tremendous pressure on the defense.
Lakers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. And Cousins drops them both.
This is where we see Cousins a lot. He's always up there among the league leaders in free throw attempts. It's so hard to handle in the post. The D just never knows what to do with him.
Young with the ball. There's the 3. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 4. We'll take a... Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up it.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm...
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchup defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Cook. And it's Cousins in at the 5, roaming the paint. And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor. Shoots the 3 well for a young player. And you love his ability to match up, really 1 through 5.
And Turner kicks to Reddish. Kuzma pulls it in. Lakers leading by 6. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Here is Cook. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The 3 ball. And Jones pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And stolen by Cousins.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
That's just an incredible find coming from the big man. That no debating Cousins' smarts on the court. He picks out a pass there that not many guys would have seen.
It's Parker outside. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith Anchik. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. Looking at the... And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Mark, you know, some players just don't need a lot of rest. They can play basketball all day, every day, and don't want to be taken out. They've all got a lot of engine in them.
Yeah, they do. 24/7 guys, we call them. They don't need a lot of fuel, and it seems like they never are out of fuel. Guys like Paul George and Russell Westbrook come to mind.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Collins at power forward with Len at center. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. And it's Young in at the point.
When the lob is in the right spot for him, LeBron is never going to miss a chance to do something special throwing it down.
Young outside, trying to get open as Len. Count that one. Young's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
James looking it over. Trying to get open as Davis goes up and lays it nice and easy. James has got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Collins. The Lakers with the rebound.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Lakers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Bembry's checked in for John Collins. The Lakers also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Avery Bradley comes in for LeBron. And Daniels subbed in for Danny Green. And here's Young from the arc. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Bradley. Pass to Rondo. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Rondo's got 7 points.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Rajon Rondo. Bradley is out there with Anthony Davis. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard. Pass to Parker. And here's Young from the arc. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Young's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Hawks. Passes it to Davis. Outside Bradley. And there's the pass to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. From deep. No good on that one. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Bembry kicks to Young. And yes, it's good. Young's got it back down to single digits for the Hawks.
You know, fending off the defense well there. Young solid at just being crafty enough in these types of situations.
And the Lakers call time here. They lead by 9. There's a minute left to play in the final quarter. Atlanta making some changes. John Collins comes in for Jabari Parker. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bembry. The Lakers also changing it up. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. James comes in for Avery Bradley. And it's Green in for Troy Daniels. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. He told them this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. You may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And the touch Young has from beyond the arc, he is almost unguardable from there.
There's 31 seconds left in the game. And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball. Exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's what they're talking about, Greg. I mean, it's their only chance. And even if it's a long shot, it is a chance.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. They kick it out to Green. Kuzma outside. Stolen by Len. Misses there. And so Los Angeles takes the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building